All right, you are listening to the Empire Exchange podcast, where we talk about energy evolution and intuition. And I think I said that wrong. Fair warning, I have been sick all week, and I'm still a little bit sick, a little bit under the weather, but I do want to at least make my podcast consistent. So you are getting a video slash podcast up on Friday, as well as Empress Quarters will still be up on Monday, whether I have to die doing it or not. Um, I don't know what I have. I think it's the flu. I was out for the count for like 3 days. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I had a throat thing going on this morning, but after, you know, trying to get better all day and drinking water, I'm gonna get some probiotics and stuff tomorrow, all that kind of thing, just to make myself feel better. But either way, let's get on to the good stuff. This is for the week of the 13th through the 13th to the 23rd of February. Now, take what resonates for you. If it don't resonate for you, cool. If you find this video or this podcast or this episode, wherever you're watching this, if you find this on a later date, there might be a message in it for you. So don't discount it out because of like timing. As once again, God's timing is all over the place. So definitely today I'll be using my crystal tarot deck. I don't like to use this one though because I do like to use it. I like to use all my decks, but this one's a little shiny. It has like a film on it, and I've used it so much that the film's starting to peel. And if you know me, I'm very particular about how I keep my decks. So that's another thing entirely. I also look a hot mess because I am not feeling very, very well. You can probably hear it in my voice. So we're going to do the best we can here. Once again, I apologize. And let's get into the energies for the week. First, this goes up on Friday the 13th. Interesting enough. We'll get to that in a second. But Valentine's Day is on Saturday, the 14th. So happy Valentine's Day for all of you out there. If you have a Valentine's, or if you're listening to this on Valentine's Day, remember you are loved. You are wanted. I, however, do not have a Valentine, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I also am a big fan of Valentine's Day should be every day, but whatever. But maybe one day. Today, or Valentine's Day, not this year. I say that, watch somebody text me and be like, hey, happy Valentine's Day. And we'd be like, oh, that's right. You must watch the podcast. So, anyway, now we're going to talk about the big energies first for next week. We have Saturn enters Aries. Okay. So I've been looking at this a lot. For any mutable signs, Saturn entering Aries is actually a really good thing. Because that just means that you are about to end a 3-year cycle. This is actually one of the major transits of 2026 for a lot of us. Now, this does emphasize a lot of discipline, self-authority, and courage. So you're taking control. Saturn, Aries like to take control, and Saturn is the adult. Saturn is the adult of the planet and world. So you're starting to take control in your life. Now, specifically, if you're a mutable sign, which is I can barely think right now. Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, mutable signs. That you can have those in your chart too, or that area of your chart is impacted by this. Either way, you're creating your own structures. Now we're gonna kind of break it down day by day. The 13th, baby, that's when Saturn kicks off. So you're gonna either feel an energy shift, or it's just gonna be like a day where you're just gonna see something happening. Some long-term plans are starting to take control. Things that you've been putting together are starting to come together. All right, now excuse me. That's for goal setting. So if you have goals, set those goals and make them attainable. 14th and 15th is emotional clarity and personal value. That is a very emotional day in general, because obviously Valentine's Day. You do feel more open emotionally to like relationships and like just clearer versions of those. Uh, Closer family ties, that type of thing. That day is gonna be best for like deep talks, having heart to heart conversations with those people that love you, that type of thing. All right, now the next one here we have the 16th and the 17th, and that's focus and strategize is what I have here. This is where you take your career into a review. This is where you take different things into a review, not just your career, but this is like a practical bird eagle eye focused development. It's where you're pretty much going to be straight up focused on work, financial planning. This is a heavy Saturn influence, which if I'm not mistaken, and I'm actually going to look that up just to make sure I'm correct here. Monday or Tuesday is a Saturn ruled day. Oh, it's a Mars ruled day. Tuesday is a Mars ruled day. And Monday is ruled by the moon. So I was wrong. 100% wrong there. Either way, um, you're going to have a Saturn day for yourself. But definitely like planning, spreadsheets, that type of thing. The 18th, the Wednesday, it's a midweek check in. It's kind of like you might have some like subtle course correction. Small things that were not a part of your plan may pop up a part of your plan. As far as the 19th and 20th, full swing. I'm hearing full swing. That's when your confidence grows, your dynamics get even broader. I do think this is going to be a good day for like money for some reason. It doesn't say that, but it feels like it's going to be a good day for money or good days for money. Now, if you have any small projects or like leading, that's the day to do it. Now, next week, as far as like love and relationships, I just got brighter in here. Balance between change and connection. Oh, so for some of you, you're going to be asking in relationships, what am I willing to commit to? Interesting. You're gonna feel a little bit deeper, be a little more drawn. Now, this is really good for like heart to heart conversations, as I said earlier, redefining the direction of your relationship and emotional alignment. The theme is commitment with compassion. Something also tells me here that somebody may be not having the compassion with the commitment. This is gonna be a make or break week. Just gonna go out there and say that. Watch out for idealizing someone instead of seeing them clearly. What did I just say? Literally make or break. So as far as career and money, action meets strategy. I do think there's some sort of execution happening. You feel the system, you see the system is working for you. Confidence and leadership. Somebody could be here, could be a leader. Uh, I do see you having more planning rather than impulse buying, which I can say that's the truth in my life. Okay, mantra for the week is I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. All right, mantra for the week again is I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. I'm telling y'all, I can't, like, my brain is just all kinds of scrambled. But so that's the astrology forecast. Now, psychically, I do see those same kind of things happening. I do see you're on a course correction of life, not necessarily just a specific thing, life. I do feel somebody here is going to either start something or receive something. For some of you, this could be receiving a gift. This could be receiving a message or an email. This could be receiving a long-awaited check for a few of you. I know taxes are around the corner, so somebody could be receiving their taxes pretty early. That type of thing. I also do see money. I do see somebody making a decent amount of money. next week, or this week. I see the money being made this week is actually going to go to something that you really, really want, whether it's like a vehicle or like a home or anything. But I just see you making money this week, and it's not like a small amount. It's giving large. Uh, it's giving large. Once again, it could be just taxes that I'm seeing too. So let's get some tarot. Like I said, I'm using the Diamond Tarot. This is one of my favorite tarot decks. It's actually one of the first ones that I bought. Uh, it's a little harder to shuffle because it is kind of slippery. And I hope you can see them, but Spirit, what do you got here? You start out with the Four of Wands. Now, whenever I see the Four of Wands, it always gives me stability vibes. Some of you, if you're in a relationship, that could be like a twin flame vibe. We will get into twin flames on the Empress Exchange podcast. No, Empress Quarters podcast. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to get them mixed up. But definitely, when it comes to stability, I think either if you're craving stability, the stability is going to start showing up. Like I said, for some of you, you're going to get enough money to be able to do something that's going to stabilize you, at least for a little while, until you're completely stable. We have the Four of Wands. Four Swords. Four Swords in reverse. Something told me to see if that would flip. It is a Four Swords in reverse. Now, the Four Swords in reverse, Four Swords is always about taking a step back to relax and reassess. When it's in reverse, though, that means you've done that. Now it's time for action. What else we got here, Spirit? Two of Wands. Oop. That fell on the ground. I don't know where that went. Oh, here it is. It is still in the upright. Okay. Alright, so. Or, nope, sorry, it's the reverse. Two of Wands, something you've been waiting for is on its way. The Two of Wands is about planning and taking those plans and putting them in the action. But in the reverse, you've done the planning. Now it's time to put those plans into action. What I'm seeing here is stability is on its way, but either you are putting in that action, or it's because of action you already had put in is why you're getting this. Six of Swords, conversations, moving in the right direction. Let me get one more and then we'll assess all of those cards together. And we have Spirit, do you want that to be upright or the reverse? Upright. Six of Wands. So 6 is also a major number. 6 is about what's normal to you, like what is coming to you, like something that's nostalgic or it's a really good number. I was gonna say 666 is an angel number, but some of y'all will probably get crazy about that. So don't use that as an angel number. But look it up. For some of you, it's actually really positive. All right, so you have all Wands and Swords here. Let's start with that. Wands are about action. Swords are about thoughts putting into action. There's a lot here about action. You're creating stability that you want, and you're going to have some sort of victory next week based off of the actions that you put in starting today. If you're watching this on Friday, it could be on, whatever day you're watching this. You have the Three of Wands on the bottom, waiting. You could be waiting on something too, but I definitely do think whatever actions that you're putting in, they're going to result in some sort of major victory. Now, the Six of Wands too could also be like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a There's a word. There's a specific word, um, like a victory, but not just a victory that is like you're like, hey, I got a victory. This is a recognition type of victory. That's the word. Recognition type of victory. Like, people are going to see this. We have the Straith card. Courage. Confidence. Courage and confidence has always popped up. It's always seemed kind of like interesting to me. Um, I think you have the courage and confidence. Leo is also super significant. You can have that in your birth chart, sun, moon, or rising. I am a Leo rising. So some of y'all could have that as a your rising or your moon. But it's time to step into that light. There's something about a light. You have the Hangman. The Hangman is about being paused. The Hangman or the Hanged One or the Hanged Woman, it's about being paused. It's about things that were stuck. But here's the thing about the hanged person is that, like, you see that little, some of you can't see this, but there's like a little ring around their head as they're hanging upside down, but that's their perspective. Their perspective is that they are stuck upside down, but if they change their perspective, they are right side up. Right side up. So perspective is definitely the key word for that card. But I do think you may feel like you're trapped, or you may think you're trapped. I don't think you're as trapped as you think you are. We're gonna put those back. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Why is the Queen of Cups? I love the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is very, very, very down. Your intuition is telling you. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm actually gonna save that because I just got a whole message, but I'm gonna save it. You have the Two of Cups on the bottom, but the Queen of Cups is somebody who follows with their intuition. So you could be in the know about this now, but like you're not following your intuition, and maybe next week something is going to encourage you to just go with your intuition. The Three of Wands came out again. I love this. This is why I do this. The Three of Wands always gives me very much like waiting for something vibes. Waiting for something to show up. Waiting for your ships to come in. Alright, Spirit, give me one last card here. Looks like my titty almost wanted it. Oh, never mind. You have the Fool in reverse. Now the Fool in reverse is about in the upright is about a new beginning, taking that leap of faith. In the reverse, it's about not taking that leap of faith, not seeing that beginning. But I don't think that's the case here. King of Swords on the bottom, so you may be more inclined to like logical thinking. So I'm gonna put everything together here for you. Now, like I said, I think because of the actions that you are going to be taking, you're going to see some sort of recognition. But that recognition is something that is definitely something you need, and definitely something that is for you. Step into that with confidence, but change your perspective about that, because it may actually seem very small for some of you. Something that you're being either recognized for, something you accomplished. It may seem very small, and your intuition is telling you that it's bigger than that. You could have been in a place of solitude. You could have seen or heard something that you never seen or heard before. But I feel like with these two, you're waiting on some new beginning that is coming. And you're seeing shades of that. But at the same time, that new beginning can't show up until you take some sort of leap of faith that you're afraid to take. And I don't know if this leap of faith is within yourself, with these two, like following your intuition and changing your perspective about something? Or are you taking that leap of faith, putting that confidence in yourself to do something that you never thought you could do before or never opened up to doing before? It's giving that you have the chance for a well, and I'm not saying you don't the chance because I'll get to that in a second, but you have a beautiful beginning that's here. But are you going to take this second to open up and be like, this is the beginning that I want? Or are you going to look at this situation and be like, you know what? This ain't it. And then find what's good for you. Either way, you have a beginning that's about to surface. It feels like about a month or so. And the only thing about this new beginning is that I feel like you could be in a place right now where whatever you're doing, for some of you, this is creative. For others of you, this could be just random. Whatever you're doing doesn't seem like it's working very much. But it's working. It's working. Just have that faith. Have that confidence. I hear keep praying to God for some of you. All right, let's get some astro cards. Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so I do apologize. We start with the 7th house. So this week is going to be about relationships for a few of you, not all of you, but I definitely think relationships are very significant. Give Uranus change. Now, once again, we keep it real over here. You could be changing your relationship. You could be seeing what needs to be changed in your relationship for a few of you. However, give me a second. I needed a quick drink. However, for a lot of you, I do think this is more about you changing how you view relationships. This doesn't have to be romantic 100%. This could also be friendships. 45 could be significant. Somebody could be 45. Something could have happened at the age of 45. I know I have a lot of viewers that are in that age bracket. We have tension. Once again, for some of you, you could have a tension with the relationship. And that could be, causing some things to happen. But when I see a square, you could be having a 7th house square, which is not a bad thing. When it comes to like astrology and astrology charts, I don't think that's a terrible thing. But it's an opposition. It's just meaning that this shit's not working out. So it could not work out. Something about wings and feathers. You might be getting like I don't know. It's giving very much like you could be in a situation where you like are with someone and it's just not working out. 5 and 4 is super significant too. Like the numbers 5 and 4. 9 is right before an ending. All right, Spirit. We have Ascendant. Now, your Ascendant is how you enter the world. Your Ascendant is also you. But I feel like in this situation, you are ascending to being that person that you need to be or are going to be for the rest of your life. It gives very much a retrograde review. There is a retrograde coming up. I think it's probably not probably the next week after this video, but we'll see. So I do think you need to review how you want to move through this situation. Like I said, there's some sort of success that's coming, but this success is coming to show you that you can have bigger than that success. And this is all about you and your confidence. And we're going to take both of these because they both came out. On the bottom is fourth house. If you know about the fourth house, that is about your structure, your family environment. I don't necessarily think, like I said earlier, some of y'all could be moving. That could be the case. We have serious nature and we have clarify. So with these two cards, I think that you're about to get a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity, but you also need to nurture yourself. Sunflowers can be very significant. Also, Scorpio energy can be. I don't, that's not a Scorpio card, but I saw the sickle and I thought of like Grim Reaper and Death. Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could have a Scorpio Sirius. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm going to be honest. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I have a. Oh, yeah. Right here, I have a couple tattoos that are sunflowers. I'm actually looking for a nice tattoo artist, or if you're in like the Wilkes-Barre, PA area, or I could just go to my tattoo artist. That's a trip. That's a trip though, but we'll see. Either way, recommend some tattoo artists. Oh, let's get some crystals. Then we'll get tea. And then some advice. Okay, we have ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. So, you know what's funny? I think once again you're learning a lot. It's like you're learning a lot about the people in your life through your experiences. We have gratitude. Okay, I actually like that. You're. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me get the third one, and then we'll speak. Self-love. All right. And clarity. You're getting some sort of clarity next week, and I think this clarity is coming about because, like I said, I feel like you're getting a glimpse into something that is going to be a new beginning, but you have to take your perspective on it not being the new beginning that you wanted and be like, that's something to look forward to rather than, oh, I guess that was a one-time deal. That's kind of the veil. That's kind of the deal it gives. All right, now, what I do see next week is all about you. It's all about you and the lessons you've learned, the things you are grateful for, and the self-love that you have. It is all about you. I don't know how we didn't see this before. All about you. All about you. It's giving very much. There's something that's spotlighted in your life, and you're going to be very grateful that it was. And it's going to give you a heart chakra opening, which some of you have experienced, some of you haven't. Kundalini, we'll talk about that on, I think I already have, on Empress Quarters. But definitely, I do think, yeah, it's all about you. I love that. Let's get some tea because, we all about the mess here. Spirit guide, angel guides, and ancestors. Ooh. Let's get some tea here and see what's going on. We have one that fell out. We have wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. I actually like that for this reading. We're gonna get to that in just a second though. We also have inside scoop. I don't know if this is gonna go with the reading. It's gonna be something else. We have stalker. Lord. This might be a specific message. Oh, we're actually going to take these because okay. We have impersonator on the bottom. I think we got this before. But there's somebody in your energy that's completely like either in love with you or um, they either love you or they hate you. And I think it's more love because the last three cards that came out was love triangle, in their head, and romantic love affair. Eh, But we also have stalker here. We have wolf in sheep's clothing, and we have inside scoop. We have impersonator on the bottom of that. Whoever this person is, I don't think they're coming forward anytime soon. But this is somebody who actually has some feelings for you. No, this is if you're single. If you're, well, this could also be if you're with somebody, because I do get love triangle. But I'm actually reading this a couple different ways because I just got another message. So for some of you, this is somebody who is in love with you, who hasn't really told you yet. Um, for others of you, this is a love triangle. Somebody might involve themselves in a love affair. I mean, hey, do you? We don't judge here. If I told you how many people I slept with that were freaking married, you'd be like, bitch, you're crazy. So do you? We don't shame over here, but at the same time, respect that lady's man. Just joking, just joking. But either way, like it does give very much there's like some sort of love affair triangle thing that's going on. Somebody can't choose. It's giving us between you and somebody else, and somebody can't choose. And put the phone down. Don't text them. Weak. I also saw the word sex fix. So somebody could be getting be getting the dust knocked off that box. I'm gonna say that again, loud and proud. Dust knocked off that box. We have three cards that fell out. We're gonna take these. Trust that all will be well. Reflect on your priorities. Speak your world into being. And on the bottom is release all your blocks. Yeah, release all your blocks, and that's in the upright. All right, now, honestly, your advice for this reading is cut and dry. Release those blocks. Speak how you want things to go. Your priorities right now are going to matter so much because I feel like what you focus on is what's going to get your energy and your attention. But trust, most important thing is trust. Trust the universe. I don't know, something told me to pick this deck up. The card no facts popped up. All vibes, no receipts. I don't know why. Somebody may be getting into somebody with with no facts. Um, I don't know why it told me to pick this deck up. Are you like right here? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, for some odd reason, it told me to pick this deck up because there's a trust card in here. But I thought it was gonna be on like the top, but it's not. Anyway, either way, trust that all is gonna be well. Trust that like whatever situation you're going through right now isn't gonna be the situation that you end up in at the end of the year. I'm seeing luxury though. I mean, this could be for me, and I'm hoping it's for me. But I'm seeing like luxury. I'm seeing like vibes. Um, I'm seeing like a cityscape. I don't know what city it is. I'm seeing like a cityscape, and I'm seeing some big ass windows. You know, beautiful, like a beautiful new beginning that's there, and it has its potential. But are you going to take that and actually capitalize on it? All right. Okay. All right, now let's do the mantra for the week again. I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. Once again, I take responsibility for my direction with courage and integrity. And with that, I thank you so much for listening to the Empire Exchange podcast. Look out for the Empress Quarters podcast, which is on Mondays. They release Mondays. Um, as I always say, if I gave you a laugh, If you know you had a little chuckle here and there, share this video with the people that you love, that you want to help elevate their empire, and we can build that empire together as well. Uh, or just leave a comment. Let me know if you what you enjoyed, what you did not enjoy. You know, I'm up to criticism, and don't tell me it's because I ain't talk right or I look like trash because I was sick. But constructive only, because if it's not constructive, you'll see me get reckless. Either way, don't. But yeah, leave a comment. Let's have a discussion with the community here. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I think that's it. Patreon. All at Empire Exchange Pod. I try to make them all the same so you can, look them up that way. If you can't find them for a reason, on Instagram, it's Tori underscore the THA, because they couldn't give me the E, underscore terrific. And then you can message me and I'll direct you in the right direction. All right. I also do offer private readings. The prices will be on my private page, which is still public, but it's my personal page. But I love you guys. Stay beautiful, stay bold, see all those beautiful things that keep you the person that you are. And as always, I will see you next week. Stay divine and stay royal.